The removal of Treasure Hunter and all its items linked to it is a topic that is going around RuneScape 3 for a long time now. And Jagex has basically now said that the decision if we want them out of the game or if we want to keep them is ours. Because we can now vote on their website, and if the votes get to 100,000, they get removed for good. And I'm gonna be honest, we are not only talking about Treasure Hunter, we are talking about every item that is somehow linked to it. So divine resources, portables, proteins, even as far as lucky items or skilling outfits will get removed. Is this a good thing? Or is this a bad thing? And should you vote? Here is my opinion. Because a lot of content creators and a lot of people out there will immediately say, yes, we want those things out. And on some way, I can easily understand those people, but on another way, I am really scared. Because I am one of those people who is a, full-time employee, has a fiance and 2 dogs at home, so I have a lot of responsibility in my day-to-day life. And let's be honest, I am not able to play a lot of RuneScape in my weekdays. Sometimes this playtime comes down to under an hour, for example, only half an hour or something. And this is all I've got to progress my account. And therefore, these Treasure Hunter items, they came in really handy. I had this routine of just logging into my account, completing my dailies, getting my daily keys, opening them, and then get a lot of XP in some skills that I maybe don't have the time to skill for. And then I can just still play the game how I want to. I could go bossing and stuff for the rest of the time that I had and still made a lot of progress in terms of my account. And this is something that I am, and I'm be honest here, I'm really scared of losing. Because Jagex told us that there will be options of buying items that will still get you progress even though you have not a lot of time to play. But I have never bought anything, you know? All the keys that I've got, all the XP that I've got, all the dailies that I did, they were just free for me to get. So I am really scared that I will lose this daily progress, and if I want to keep it, that I have to pay for it now. And this is something that sounds really bad, I'm gonna be honest. So I am really scared in this topic, and therefore you should maybe think that I will tell you guys now that you should not vote there and we should keep the Treasure Hunter. But I'm gonna be honest, we should definitely get rid of it. And I have 2 really good examples why this is important. Because first of all, there is just this disadvantage that you have as a player who does not pay for Treasure Hunter keys. Just as a quick example, I have a good friend of mine who started playing RuneScape a few months ago. And he is someone that is already attracted to microtransaction in other games, so he also made use of the microtransaction that we have in RuneScape 3. He bought some keys, he opened them, he also did a lot of quests to get keys and stuff, so he was really using that system for his own good. And therefore, he always made a lot of progress without really playing the game. And this went so far as we had now this Halloween event where you got a lot of items that have an insane value also in the Treasure Hunter, and you could also get them through these pages, but you will get them guaranteed or almost guaranteed if you buy a lot of keys and stuff. And then we also had the promotion of getting double the keys. For example, when you buy keys for $100, you not get 450, instead you get 900 keys. So my friend, he did exactly that. He bought 900 keys, he opened them, and he got lucky, but he got a shit ton of insane valuable items. And we are talking about billions that he got out of this Treasure Hunter promotion. Because he got these ensouled pumpkins, he got these soul dice and stuff, and sometimes he was lucky, and sometimes they were just guaranteed. Because with 900 keys, he had a guarantee of receiving, for example, a golden package, which will contain either 1 or 2 soul dice that you will get in your game. And these items are insane valuable, and they cost about 500 million GP, and therefore for an account that is just a few months old, this is just absolutely insane how much value he got out of it. And therefore there is also one thing that I found a little bit annoying about this, because as I already mentioned, I have never bought any keys. And suddenly I had my account that I grind for since like, I don't know, I think it got hacked like 5 years ago. So I grind on my main account since 5 years, and he just bought keys for a couple $100, and his account value is now almost the same as mine, which is really annoying for me, because why should I grind if I can just buy keys and I get the same value out of it? But I don't even think that this is the biggest problem that Treasure Hunter brings with it, because you can lamp or skip content with Treasure Hunter that you never have experienced before. And I mean really never ever. For example, for me, as I already mentioned 2 times, I have never bought keys on my account. And yet still, I have an account that is level 118 in archaeology, and I have my Bronzeman account where we in a recent episode reached level 99 in archaeology, and I have never ever really trained that skill. And this is kind of concerning, to be honest, because all I did was just lamping everything into archaeology. So my routine was pretty simple. I just went online, made my dailies. On my main account, he's maxed. I even toggled all the dailies to archaeology. So I did 3 archaeology dailies, got the XP out of it, used my treasure hunter keys, and every XP lamp that I got out of there, I just put straight into archaeology. And therefore, I was able to get this insane amount of XP in this skill without ever having to train it. And the reason why I have never trained it is also pretty simple. Because when archaeology came out, at the time, I did not actively play RuneScape. So I have not experienced that release. And when I then came back to the game, it was basically just a little bit overwhelming for me. And I did not want to spend all that time in learning the skill. So therefore, I just, looked at it on the surface, trained it a little bit, and after that, I just lamped everything into it. And I think this is something that is really bad, because sure, at one point you can skip content that you maybe don't like. For example, you hate agility, you can just lamp it and you don't have to train agility, which in some way is kind of good, you know? But in another way, you skip sometimes content that is really good and is also designed for the game and for its game health, and you maybe have never experienced it just because you had a lot of lamps, or maybe you even bought a lot of lamps. I mean, still, I am someone who did all this without buying keys. If I had, for example, just bought keys for a couple $100, I would maybe already be level 120 in a lot of skills without even training them really. And I think this direction of Jagex removing the treasure hunter and removing this free XP and instead focusing on getting cool activities to train the skills is definitely the right way. Even though I will lose some progress that I could make on my account without even playing that much. Because let's face it, the best example for me is still hunting. I hated that skill for good. I mean, this click intensive, semi-AFK, putting traps down and just waiting until some chinchompas get into the traps and say, I hate this. I really hate it, you know? But then they made the Big Game Hunter minigame, and suddenly I kind of loved Hunter, because I think the Big Game Hunter is a cool and interesting activity. So therefore, Jagex focusing on more activities, on how to train the skills, instead of just shoving XP up your ass for some money, is definitely the right way. And as I already mentioned, is the reason why I will, or why I did vote for removal of Treasure Hunter, even though I am really scared. And I am really scared, let's be honest. I was able to make a lot of progress while working full-time and stuff, also on my Bronzeman episode, which is effectively a key factor in my content plans. If I don't make any progress on the Bronzeman, I will not have episodes to put on YouTube. So this could slow down my YouTube content creation by a lot, you know? And yet still, for the game health and its growth and all the fun that we can have as a community, this is the right direction. So there you have it. This is my opinion on Treasure Hunter, and I just wanted to get that thing out because I think it's so important and we have to take action now, and we should definitely vote now.